Hi, welcome back to Monitor Training. My name is Christy Smith from AIS Inc., and I'll be helping you walk through the Monitor homepage, vessel list, and trip selection windows in Monitor. Now that you're signed in, let's learn how to find the exact trip you'll need for review. On the homepage, you'll notice several different icons, and the one I want to draw your attention to first is all up in the center top. From here, you'll be able to navigate to all fleets and vessels. In my example, you can see several different subcategories of video for each vessel. Each vessel is listed with the time since it's been last seen by the system, notated in gray. If the vessel is currently online, this time will appear blue and will show time since last update. And to the right side, we'll see some information about what type of system it's connected to, whether it's a cellular or satellite connection, as well as some basics from the vessel with the camera count. So you'll click a vessel, and this will center the vessel's recent tracks on the map. To find a specific trip, you'll navigate down to the bottom of the window where you see the date presented and time. Opening that will show a new window with two different tabs, one called Date and another called Trip. If you're curious about a specific date, you would select that date from the calendar block, and it'll give you an overview of the vessel's track for that day. However, if you're interested in a trip that's been designated by your team, you'll move up to the Trip tab. From here, you'll see a list of actual trips that have been set up in the system. You'll select the trip you need. As soon as you do, you'll notice how the whole screen changes. Now we've been split into 4 working areas. Your camera views will show on top. The event and track timeline will be in the middle. The video player and controls at the bottom. And your main review workspace will be centralized. We'll cover that in the rest of the series. This is just an overview. Now let's take a look at the different information captured on the home screen. First, you'll see the vessel name up top in the center. You'll see a menu to the right. The menu has information about the vessel, including details such as name, contacts, capabilities, configuration, registration information. This is information about the system on board the vessel, including Wi-Fi information and the type of server on board. If the vessel was connected to the system at this time, we would see a live preview of the vessel. In the menu, we can toggle on or off the video display using this slide bar next to video. This allows the reviewer to focus on annotation notes and the chart of the vessel's location and movements on the timeline. And the reverse is true. We can also remove all events to primarily display the vessel's chart and movements. This customizable display module means we can have a chart, video, chart only, or events only. So become familiar with the side menu to see how you'd like to display content while you review. For now, let's bring back the video. Now this video system will default to 5 video windows. Most camera systems on board range from 2 to 6 cameras, so you'll need to customize your video display when you log in to review the trip. To do that, under the Channels menu, you'll subtract or add as necessary. There's also several different types of displays based on the video. You can choose what works best. And the help window displays some video playback shortcuts, so we can walk through each of these. The spacebar will toggle play and pause functionality. J and L on your keyboard will frame through one by one each video frame. You can use the numeric functions to select different camera for full screen display. The plus and minus will zoom in and out of our map. The arrows will help us toggle through the different lanes, which is how we refer to the data entry columns seen on the left. Enter and backspace will allow reviewers to put in a new annotation in the selected lane, and backspace will do the opposite and prompt you with a delete function. I and O on the keyboard, such as the word in and out, will be a shortcut for setting event start and end times. I to start, O to end, such as in and out. And if you have a computer mouse with a wheel, using the wheel in and out will help move through the timeline or scroll into your videos and zoom in through the videos. And we can take a look at that more together. Let's take a look at another vessel to talk more about some other features of the homepage. Using the number 1 for camera 1 and the small double arrow that pops up when you click it will toggle you through the different videos as the primary. And you can reset that back to the typical view you like. Using your mouse wheel, this is how we can scroll in and out of our videos. Additional playback function beyond the spacebar is this red and white play button down here on the bottom. That'll start and stop our video. This red slide bar will increase video playback speed. Video currently streams up to 60 times speed, or brings it back down to what we call natural speed of 1 time speed. You can see the blue timeline down here above the date. This captures the trip, and sliding this through will preview the video at that time. It will adjust the timeline on the left. It will adjust the vessel's position relative to where it was at that time on the chart. And it gives you a general indication of how far you are through your trip, with the start being at the left and the end being on the right. The chart itself independently navigates. You can zoom out with the mouse wheel, zoom in, or drag over to look for different types of fishing events. Fishing events generally are categorized by speed on the chart, and this can help you infer a fishing activity in addition to video review. And below the timeline, we have 6 different icons, each having a separate function. The left-facing arrow moves us back 1 day. Somebody's having lunch on the deck. And the reverse is true of the right-facing arrow. Toggles forward a day. This pulls us out of our trip that we've selected, so let's head back in to the trip we were just looking at. This left-facing arrow moves us back through the video records 1 day, and its counterpart on the right side, the right-facing arrow, will step through a day ahead. The double left-facing arrow will move us back almost like we're going in reverse, which is pretty cool. And the double right will move us through the next few moments of video. forward as a short playback. These two functions here will help us set event end and event start times. And these are used to gather information about when the event started. So for example, we could select Hall. And now if we use this option here, we'll hit enter to drop an event. And should we want to adjust the time up here, we'll hit enter on Hall to create an event. And if we need to adjust the timing, we can use our time bar up at the top. To find the start we're looking for, select the icon here. And this is true for setting the end time, which would be to drop the end point. Now, if you see here in the center, we've created a start and an end time based on those functions. If we look as well, you can see that clicking on this icon will bring us to the start of the event. Using the arrows, we can also navigate through the event start, middle, and end points. This concludes our walkthrough of the different functions and features of the main view platform for the video. We talked about the vessel name at the top center, the trip name to the right of that, our menu that exists in the upper right-hand corner. We spoke of the functionality of the different camera windows toggling through main focus, as well as the different functions at the bottom of our screen with our playback controls, our video review time speed, and what the blue timeline here represents, as well as the paging back through one day in the past to one day forward on the opposite side, as well as a short playback option in forward or reverse, as well as setting event start and end points. We'll cover more about data entry in the next video.